Morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Thank you for joining me today. Really, I just wanted to reach out and ask you, as they say, to spare a thought for our gracious Majesty the Queen. This is simply because, as we know, she's got some mobility issues. Doing fine, don't worry. There's nothing too bad to report or anything like that. But what I really wanted to say was, there's a lot of people being very, very unkind online, in print and all that sort of stuff about, of course, the former Duke of York. He's still got that title, and of course His Royal Highness Prince Andrew. Whatever mistakes he's done, whatever he's said, or whatever you may think about that particular thing, let's not forget that this particular person is actually battling COVID, a very serious illness, even with the vaccines and everything that we've got. Now, what I've been told is that the Queen, our gracious Majesty the Queen, at 96 years old, was very, very concerned about her son. And that was one of the things that was preying on her mind on the big day, the day that she went onto the balcony, because obviously, there he is on her biggest day of her reign, not allowed really by public demand to return. Yes, I know both sides of the story, we don't need to go into that. But it must have been very difficult for her, because obviously it's like a missing element, isn't it? Missing piece of the jigsaw. But what I've also been told is that, she obviously can't go near him either, because he has to be looked after by people and kept at a distance, isolation, all that sort of stuff. And as we know, our gracious Majesty the Queen has had that herself. I love the way that she was so open about how it left her feeling extremely tired. I think that's something me and the Queen have got in common, although I haven't got COVID. I just think it's something you get, isn't it? Is it an age thing, something like you wake up and think, I'm still tired. How come? I went to bed at 10 o'clock or whatever, But on a serious note, I really just wanted to say, look, can we just be kind? Because these people, Prince Andrew, whatever you might think of him, is a human being, He is a person. And he's obviously someone that our gracious Majesty the Queen absolutely thinks the world of, as do all mothers for sons, and likewise in return. So what I would say is, rather than writing negative things and stuff like that, if we could just wish him a very speedy recovery, because I know that if he makes a nice speedy recovery, then of course the wonderful monarch that we have of 70 years will feel a whole lot better about things. And of course that makes us feel better, because she'll want to get out and about a little bit more. I know it's a little bit selfish on my part, I know, but seriously, let's have a good thoughts for Prince Andrew. Nobody truly wishes COVID on anyone. No matter whatever your thoughts are, try and hold a good one for Prince Andrew, and more importantly as ever, for our gracious monarch of 70 years. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.